I think it was way more than 30,000 pounds or 3,000 pounds of explosive. It was more. The ship was loaded full of explosive, like absolutely full, like to the gills. Like they packed every inch of the hold with explosives from the ammo fact from the. I think they met. I don't know how they got that much explosive, but basically the ship was full of explosive. It was more like 36,000 pounds of explosive, or 100,000 pounds. Like it was a full. It was a full complement. It filled the ship, and basically it filled the whole cargo hold or something like that. It was a lot of it was explosives where it was enough explosives where they would never have to buy explosives again, and they were gonna go make bullets with it or gunpowder. It's for the war. I was like, no, you're not gonna do that. You're not shipping my explosive to make bullets with it. I won't allow you to do that. I ordered. I said, if you're gonna go there, you're gonna do it by wagon. But it was like I say, it's like 100,000 pounds of explosives. Do you know how many wagons that would be? Anyway, though, I owned the seas. Those were all my ships, or most of them. And if they weren't, I'd buy them. I didn't give a fuck. Money is money, but lives are different. That was one of my lines. And I didn't, it was one of those times when I was like, I don't give a fuck about the money. And I was like, I don't give a fuck about the money. I care about the women, children, good men that you're going to be killing with those explosives. I wouldn't lie. I was the only one who could do something like that. I was the only one. There was probably maybe one or two other people in the whole world that could just be like, I think I went up against 5 people or something like that. It was, it became a fight. I hope I test the wills. There were 5 other people that were supposedly rich in the world. And it was one of those moments where I was like, I am that rich. Watch me. Like I said, there were 5 or 6 different things that I did, maybe 50 or 100 things that I did, where basically I was like, where people are like, you can. I was like, yes, I can. And I'm about to do that. And I ordered them to return to port. And then the barge that got in their way, who do you think sent the barge? Who do you think owed the barge? We put the barge in the way ourselves. That was LS. That was Lusifer Star. I own the barge. And we had 2 or 3 barges. We blockaded the port. We're like, you're not getting through. Forget about it. So we had everything out there. All of my little ships. I was like, what do we have in the area? And they said, well, a couple barges. And I was like, okay, get them. I was stopping a war. I was saving lives, damn it. Anyway, yeah, it was one of those moments. There were certain times in my life where it was one of those moments where I was saving lives. I was like, blowing a hole in a hillside and blowing up a hillside is one thing. Digging a canal is one thing. Making bullets to kill people is quite another. I was like, you're not going to be doing war as long as I'm still rich. Anyway, it was one of those moments where I was hero. I was like, I'd sat on the fence all these years. And I think the Irish even said, good to have you with us, or something like that. It's one of those moments where basically that was me. Those were my tugboats. Those were my barges. Those were my ships. I owned the Titanic. I owned the Leviathan. I might not have had a ship in the area, so I might have had to buy one. I might have had to say, yes, well, sir, yes, I know I recently sold you the ship, but I need it back. We need to stop this other shipment of explosives. It's to save lives. And like I say, my people had this uncanny thing of basically, it's like we're stopping a war, and my people were like, righto. I don't know what he said, but basically it was like, yes, sir. I love my people. I'm going to say, God damn it, I feel like punching someone right now. Because, my people were real true heroes. Kinds of things that people would sing songs about. Kinds of things that changed I stopped that war, or at least delayed it for 3 or 5 years. Like, I did that. Well, actually, they did. Anyway, like I said, I just didn't count myself a hero. I didn't want to be glamour. I didn't feel like a hero. Like I said, my people died. So I wasn't really a hero. Like, it was that point in time when I was like, you're only a true hero if your people walk away. So I'm not really a hero. Asking someone to go die for you is nothing. I was like 9 years old. I mean, I was always LS, Lusifer Star. For a 9-year-old, you wouldn't think that I would talk like that, but I did. I mean, I always had that burning fire inside of me. That, that basically, when, I was always like that. I was always this great leader. I just, so anyway, like I said, I just didn't feel like a hero that day because my people died. Mont Blanc was like all like feeling like he won or something like that. It's like, I don't portray anger very well, do I? But I was just like, just like angry, just like, using my ships. Or ships that, I mean, I admit, I owned all the ships, or at least most of them. I'd built most of them, so he really didn't have a choice. So, and if I didn't own them before, I owned them after. Like, I was uncannily like that. Like, I actually did that, where people were trying to to get the cargo across, and I had that uncanny ability to basically be like, you won't find anyone to carry your cargo by ship. You're trying to kill people. That's not going to happen. And, like I said, Lusifer Star lied, man. Like, yeah, I mean, I trained the crews. I had the schools. What I said was, my word was as good as God. I mean, I am, anyway, yeah. So, like, I had the best schools, I was that one, so, I mean, and I was stopping a war. I was going to save lives, so, like, yeah, that's me. I mean, it's something, like I said, I just didn't want to be glamorized or glorified because, like I said, my people died. I lost 2 ships, or lost, I don't know. They said it only damaged the ship, and that most of the crew had survived, or something like that. I don't really know, except for some people. I'm not exactly sure. They knew it was going to go off, and I told them to try and back up and get away from it. But it was a big ship. It didn't exactly run away. I forget exactly what happened, but it went bad real quick. Like I say, I wanted to know what happened to it. But that was one of the times. And then after that, I was buying up ships and keeping them from basically getting explosives. Purposely. Yeah. I'm pretty sure. My people, and that was another thing, is once people found out about it, like, once people found out what I had done, that I was trying to save people, and that was what I was spending my money on by buying up all these old ships or something. And I think after a while, I might have bought up all the old ships just to scrap, or bought them back or something like that. I didn't care about the money. I said, I'll scrap them out myself. No one's going to transport that cargo over there, not by ship anyway. So anyway, I was making a stand. Damn it! I was making a stand. Anyway, so yeah, that was one of my moments. 4 or 5 moments. And someone that's almost as powerful as God. Well, I was the creator, so You know, that was one of my glorious moments. Opposed to Japan, which was one of my non-glorious moments. Anyway, I don't know. Epic good and epic bad. So what the fuck? But I don't know. I mean, I pissed off the black people right then and there. So you never really know what happened.